We went out game searching again, but disclaimer first before the video goes on. We're probably not going to be able to do that for a little while because of basically we went out video game shopping, and then after that we have thousands of cases in Australia, so it's like we won't be able to do that again for a little while. So I'm just disclaiming that this will be the last looking for games video just for a short while until that sort of settles down and everybody's more vaccinated and whatnot. So hey, we're just on the way to the retro store that we've been to a few times because we've got some vouchers for Christmas and stuff. We're going to see what's new there, or what's old, I should say. But yeah, we're on our way there, and we're just on our way. You can see it's a beautiful sunny day. Not. We'll go into the game store. Let's go.
Done your exchanges?
Yeah, I exchanged some games at CEX, and some of the ones that I got were the same, some of them weren't. But we got some good ones anyway. I'm just having a look what else they got. Hey, look at this. Hey.
True Crime, Streets of LA.
They got a couple of different versions of it. That's the only one with a proper cover. Oh, this has got a cover, but it's a bit... We had third time to put mask back on. So I don't want bird flu.
Alright, cool beans.
Alright, we're gonna go home now and see what we got.
Alright, sick, let's go.
We got some more Xbox games. Alright, so basically we'll start with the PS2 game that we got. Sega Classic Collection. Now this has all their arcade games, well not all their arcade games obviously, but some of the bigger ones like Outrun and Virtual Racing, Monaco GP and all that. I had trouble getting this because every time I went to get it, the guy gave me the Mega Drive, aka Genesis collection instead of this disc, and I had to go back a couple of times, and then it was scratched and he had to give me another copy, so I had to go back another time. But I finally got it and it works. Now, onto the Xbox games.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
There's a lot, so I'm just going to pick them at random from the pile we have here. Midtown Madness 3. Now, this was in a previous video, and I did say that it's scratched and we're going to return it. If there was ever a game that sounded unenthusiastic, it's this one. I did return it, they had a working copy, it's not scratched, it works fantastic. Good game. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. This was a game that I also had trouble getting because every damn copy was scratched, or it didn't have a book or whatnot. This one's fine and it works and it has a book. Not a bad game, it's one of the ones that came out on everything, but best on the Xbox. GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Again, this was one we bought previously, it was scratched, took it back, found a copy that wasn't scratched. The next one's a bit of a random choice. Yu-Gi-Oh! What's it called? Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of Destiny. Never played it, don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Why? I just don't get it.
But it was one of the more good condition games there that I've never seen on the shelf, so of course I picked it up. And I don't have it, so why not? Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Tides of Time, I think it's called, Tides of War. Not Time, that's another game. Wolfenstein's always a good choice, and on Xbox, it's not that easy to find here, at least on the shelf. So again, that came home with me. The next one finishes off my trilogy. I said I would buy the two, is it not Two Towers? Return of the King. Two Towers I already had, and I have the other one. I'm now just missing the one that came much later, which was the Third Age, And there's a Hobbit game on its own, which is like a 3D platformer adventure. We'll get that at some point when I find them. They're not on the shelf anytime I go. Dead or Alive 3, because it didn't have it and it's backwards compatible and it's like one of the best ones in the series. And I already have the 2 Ultimates and stuff, so that had to come home with us. Now the next one was a bit of a random one because they had a few American copies in store and they had them in the counter underneath other random games next to like Game Boy games. And this was one of the ones that was in there, Constantine, and I've never even seen it on the shelf, or I didn't even know it existed, to be honest. It's based on the book/movie, I think, of the same thing with Keanu Reeves. Played it for a little while. It's actually really, really good. It's not backwards compatible, and I've never played it before that, so definitely picked that up. It was only a couple of bucks, and it was an NTSC copy, so my Xbox is able to play it, so it's all good. Same thing with the next game. James Avatar. James Cameron's Dark Angel. Now, I don't know much about this. I know it was like a TV series or whatever, and it's James Cameron, so it's probably overly complicated and stolen from somewhere else. But it was in Nick, Perfect Nick, had book, disc, and it's the NTSC copy, so it was only like, I think it was like $3. I think it was the cheapest game we got, makes sense. True Crime Streets of LA, because I haven't owned this before on any console physically. I've played it before, and I've played it on PC. Decent, like, GTA style game, but it has like the Matrix slowdowns mechanics and stuff, but that's the power copy, but that was only a few dollars as well, which was cool. Next one is another NTSC copy we had that was way underpriced because it's American copy and no one's gonna buy them here in Australia. So Metal Arms, really, really, really good game. And if I was to pick up an Australian copy, it would be like 3-4 times the price of this one. So definitely picking that up. The next one was actually my 9-year-old son's choice. Counter-Strike on Xbox. Why you would want to play Counter-Strike on Xbox nowadays, I don't really know, but he did and he enjoyed it, so more power to him. The next one, it's probably the best game on Xbox. I don't know. It's not backwards compatible in any way. It's a decent game if you can get past the obvious hurdles, and there's a lot of them. 2 per girl, actually. The next one is like a series of games, so I'll knock them off in a series because I actually picked up all 3 in the one go. There is a 4th game, but it's not part of the original trilogy. It's made by other people. So the Splinter Cell trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. Pick them up together. They're in really good condition. They all have their books except for Splinter Cell 3 because it was, and they only have 1 copy of this. They had like 4 copies of these each, and I was able to get good covers and good books for each one of them by mix and matching them on the shelf. Yeah, I'm that guy. But that one I couldn't get a book for. So if I see a book online or whatever, I'll be grabbing that because it's complete trilogy. And they all work and they all play, which is good. Now, the next game costs more than the rest of them. And it's because it's on GameCube. And anything that's on GameCube costs a lot. Even the cheapest game on GameCube is like 40 bucks. This one was worth about as much as about half the pile. And it's a decent RPG, but you battle with cards, a card system. And they had the second one, but the second one was 3 times the price of this one. So that's not happening for at least a long time. No one's gonna buy it. So it might sit there for a while for us to be able to pick it up. But this is complete as well. Book, game, case, everything. Yeah, really good game. Really wanted to have this part of our collection, especially if the wife wanted it as well. I want the second one, and we also want like the Bait and Chaos series, but they're all $100 to $200 a game because it's GameCube. Why not? Because they don't make them anymore. And they don't re-release them digitally. But that was the games we got. It was actually a decent haul for Xbox, and yeah, I'll probably switch from Xbox to PS2 more so in the future, just because I haven't got as many PS2 games, and I also don't have much shelf space anymore for Xbox games. There, it's running out. I need another shelf. And then there's also 360 to collect for. Some of those aren't backwards compatible either, so yeah. I guess until next time we go out, don't forget to sub, don't forget to like, it really helps us out. And I do know that a lot of people that come across our videos and watch my videos aren't subscribed, so yeah, get on that. What are you doing? See you next time.